up, Capricorns? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So guys, for those who have birthdays in December, let's start off by saying happy birthday. I really hope that you guys enjoy it. When your birthday season does come, you guys will be first for all the readings that come out, so definitely look forward to that. Now, let's jump into this December reading. Let's see what you guys can expect. Quick thing, guys, for any information, if you guys are ever trying to find my social media, anything like that, you could always check the description below any of my videos. But guys, just for December, I am offering yearly prediction readings for 2020. Now, it's only going to be for December only because it's a very extensive reading. I literally break down month by month everything that you can expect, love, finance, just general energies. Just give you advice on navigating yourself throughout the year. So if you guys need that, go for it. I'll keep it up till January 1st. All right, so what is going on for my lovely Capricorns? What can we expect this December? What is going on for the sign of Capricorn? All right, guys. Now keep in mind, I don't know if I said this already, but the energies here could be transferable. So it could be your energy I'm picking up on or those around you. And again, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, guys, but this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Capricorn signs. All right, so we have past, present, and future. So the energy that we have here is a Temperance card. Okay, so this is a great energy to have because it shows that you're in a place where you're really finding peace, and there's just this understanding and knowing in your soul where you're finding tranquility if you don't already have it. Now, it's like you've come to the epiphany that something in your life was a waste of time and effort, and you guys are just going with the flow. Okay, I don't see you guys in a place where you're letting anything keep you stuck. I feel like if you see anything that could leave you stuck, you're just going to avoid it altogether. Kind of with that mindset of, I need to focus and I need to get things done. So not that I'm going to have a wall up against anyone or anything, but if it does throw me off track, I just can't have it in my life right now. So I kind of see that sort of attitude with y'all. Now, the first card that we have for the past is the Magician in reverse. So this could be manipulation in some cases. It could be something that you or someone around you is choosing not to manifest. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Ace of Swords. So something that's not happening, but you're avoiding conflict. You're cutting something out that was just too tumultuous. All right, for some of you, maybe this was an intimate lover or just someone that was very close to you. Could have been a job too, just something you're closely tied to and integrated in. Why is this Lover's card here? Empress card in the reverse, so letting it go, not continuing forward. Let me try not to spit on these cards. And you have the Five of Wands, so there's just fighting, arguing, pettiness, a sense of competition, and you just didn't want that. Anything that would have made you guys feel lack or anything like that. I see you guys fiercely protecting yourself against any sort of bullshit. Okay. So maybe someone's upset about that around you. Maybe you're upset about something. So why is this Queen of Cups in the reverse here? We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Fool card. So even if this is something that really makes you sad, you just stop going towards something. Okay, you feel like there's no realistic option to get this, off the ground. Okay, so yeah, you're in the process of moving away from things that don't serve you. This is the first card we have for the present moment, Eight of Cups. Why do you guys have the Eight of Cups here? We have the Hanged Man. Oop. And we have the Emperor here. So with the Emperor, you guys are in a place where, again, there's a lot of wisdom being put into the decisions you're making. You're not just cluelessly going into things. It's not like you were born yesterday. You're going with the flow. You're not forcing anything. You're doing whatever feels natural to you. So I just see a very strong sense of authenticity coming from you guys. So that's a really good thing. All right. Now, with the center of your reading and the next card for the present moment, we have the Page of Cups. So there could be some sort of offer that comes in, or someone that you're talking to, or something that you're talking about that is really the highlight of this month, something that is very significant. We have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Ace of Wands, okay? So with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, here, there's something that could be offered, but there's just too much of an imbalance here, or maybe someone's not financially stable enough to do something. There's just something that you guys should be reserved about going towards, something that if you do it, it could cause some sort of loss. Something that you just got to make sure you're not getting tied up with anything that could be toxic. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So you guys get past something that could have been heavier that ended, you know, in a harsh sense. But I just don't feel like things are going the way that you expected it to. But this really leaves room for something that leaves you very emotionally stable. Your soul is really at ease. There could be a significant water sign coming in for you guys, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. Now, moving forward into the future, before getting into this section, guys, this card did fall. I don't remember whether it was upright or reversed. I think it might have been reversed, but I'm just going to ask Spirit to give me whatever message it needs with this card here. So we'll get the right message, okay? I know some people can look at that and like really get bothered. I probably would too. But here we go. First card you guys have is the Strength card. Resiliency, being strong. Okay. Moving forward with integrity. Building something. Business being good. You building like good relationships too. And knowing exactly what you want and which way you're going to go to get it. Okay. You guys end a reckless chapter in your life where it could have just caused unhappiness and dissatisfaction. With the Ace of Pentacles, okay, I'm going to tell you guys what it means in both senses, okay, and then we'll get clarifiers for this position and we'll go that way, okay? Maybe Spirit just wants to change the position of this card if that's what happened. But this talks about going towards something that can really have a lot of longevity attached to it. And it could be something that's really stable in your life. If it's in the reverse, it's, you know, something not getting off the ground first, or not getting off the ground like right away or at all, or it could be just something that you guys are ending. So why is this here? Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, so there's something that you guys get into, but at the same time, you're upset about something that was just out of your control, okay? If this is with business, guys, I see you making very good money, but either way, you're just very stable. And that's because the universe just took something away that wasn't meant to be there. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So yeah, this was just too much tension, too much wasted time and effort. Whether it's you or someone else, you know, someone is just really pissed off about something that doesn't work. But again, you're fine. You're moving forward with dignity and, you know, in a very good way, and your soul is really at ease. Okay. So let's pull some cards of advice here, and then I'm going to pull you guys an oracle card. Alright. What cards of advice do my Capricorns need right now? We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So that Ace of Pentacles is going to come out whichever way it wanted to. Spirit is funny like that. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse. Guys, conflict should not exist. Anything that brings conflict in. It's just, I just don't see it working out for you. Okay? You're going to be in a good place. You just got to realize some things aren't as, you know, substantially significant as you might have thought it was. Or thought it could be. So no fighting, no arguing, none of this stuff. A big thing is that there's going to be this new beginning that comes in for you guys, and now you're questioning whether or not you should go back towards something in the past. But if you left the burden when you left whatever that was, even if it was hard for you, don't go back to it. Something really takes off in your life. You really excel with something very strong. Okay? So let yourself see what can come in. You know, don't be so attached to this that you miss out on a good opportunity. Okay, guys? It's so funny because just like me, because I'm a Taurus for those of you that don't know, but just with my Capricorn friends, I don't know why it is, but I think it's because we are both such strong energies. Because like a Taurus and a Capricorn, when we make up our minds, like that's what the fuck it is. You can't change our minds on anything. I feel like I love Capricorn so much because out of all of my friends and all the people around me, those are the people who are the realest with me, and it pisses me the fuck off sometimes. Because sometimes I don't want to be called out, but I do the same for them. So it's just like, I think that's so awesome. You know, I really, really think that that's awesome. I forgot where I was going to go with this. I swear I had a story for y'all. But where was I going to go with this? This was a conversation that I just had with a friend. It's going to bother me if I don't remember. Oh, okay. This is where I was going to go with this. So there was times where, I don't know why, I seem to bicker with my Capricorn friends sometimes. And I've just gotten to a point recently where I think I just like mastered communicating with Capricorns, because it's like I've learned what triggers y'all. And I've just been doing such a good time where it's just like, you know what, I don't want to fight this battle, but I respect the challenge in that, because if there's some sort of challenge when I'm talking to a person, I know that their spirit is just as strong as mine. And life is just about finding a way for everyone to communicate and understand one another, and learning each other's, you know, language, as opposed to being, you know, just kind of fed up with one another with the way that we articulate stuff. So yeah, you know, be in a place, guys, where you speak your mind, where you go towards what's good for you, and let these blessings come in. I know there was a point to that, but I have been reading. It is 8:38 p.m. right now. I did my first reading at 7:30 a.m. this morning, with just like a 2.5 hour break to like eat and just relax and get a quick chill session in so I could keep going. But yeah, guys. All right. What guidance do you guys need here? All right, Lashun, generosity. For anyone into numerology, this is card number 40. All right, so let's talk about Lashun. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. All right, so empowerment message. There is a universal law that centers on unrestrained generosity and flow. Oshun, the benevolent Yoruban river goddess, the representation of nourishment, healing, fertility, and prosperity, reminds you that life herself has given to you freely. You have been offered air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat, and shelter to sleep in. So it is your task to give freely of yourself, no matter how big or small the act, without expectation of receiving anything in return. The goddess Oshun encourages you to allow gratitude to permeate everything you do right now, even the smallest of opportunities and gestures. The very experience of giving and being generous with your heart, time, money, assistance, kindness, and care will provide more value than you can imagine. And when you release all attachment to the outcome, you will be surprised to see how the good fortune you have bestowed on others comes back to you tenfold. Oshun reminds you that this is a truth that has existed since the beginning of time and will continue until the world's very end. Now, the assignment message here is that sometimes you may fall prey to fears about whether you will get what you need. So you worry about money or love and you begin withholding. You might find yourself being overly restrictive and beginning to hoard for the proverbial rainy day. Do you know you cut off generous Oshun's flow of potential when you allow yourself to be convinced there's not enough? The truth is, when you begin to be miserly with your time, affection, and gifts, you will see little return, as all you begin to notice is what isn't there. In this moment, the goddess Oshun wants to offer you this alignment task. You can't expect the great goddess to be generous with you if you show her you don't trust in the flow and her generosity. Now is the time to do the opposite of what you fear. When you feel there's not enough money, spend it to signal your trust in abundance. If you feel unloved, ask who you can love, or who can you love, and where can you show you care. Even a kind gesture made to a stranger sends the sign that your trust in the generosity of this world. Don't wait to get what you want. Give it away to others and you will be amazed at how things turn around. The goddess Oshun has only your best interests at heart. So this is so funny because I know I mentioned my Capricorn friends, but I'm going to leave you guys off with something that we actually spoke about not too long ago, me and a friend of mine. I was just having a heart-to-heart because I'm just a very close-in person. I don't like talking about my personal problems and stuff like that, especially if it's someone like I really care about, especially if it's something like romantic. I just don't like putting my burdens on other people. But I was talking to a friend of mine, and I kind of had this, a Capricorn friend, where I had this moment this summer where I just went through something so devastating. And I just lost myself. And it was to the point where it's like I couldn't get up, I couldn't work, and it really, really put me behind just on everything. And just with who I am as a person, my workflow and what comes in for me is a direct correlation of the work and effort that I'm putting out. So I was in a place where I wasn't necessarily ready to get back to work, but I'm just like, oh shit, bills need to get paid. So I start working and I'm just like, I just want this return on the investment. And for a while, things were fine, but I just felt like I wasn't getting a return on the effort that I was putting out into the world. And my Capricorn friend, she's such a wise person, but she said it to me in a very just straightforward way. She's like, how do you expect it to get better if you're treating this like a hustle? You're not treating it like a passion. You're treating it like something you have to just do and get out in order to make ends meet. And it's true. Because there's been times in my past, especially with this channel, especially just with other things in life, when I'm not looking for things and I'm fine and it's like, I don't care, I'm just living life and I'm being good and I'm, handling my responsibilities, so much would come in. Okay, I remember just this one time, I was at the beach with family and I'm like sitting there getting lit as shit, just like having a grand old time. And I just felt so good and I was like on top of my work and I knew I was putting good content out there. I knew that I was helping a lot of people in their lives. And literally, this is when I first started my channel. I look at my phone a few hours later, and for the job that I had prior to doing tarot reading, where I got paid the most, I made about what I used to make at that job like within a week. At that job, I made it in like 3 or 4 hours, and I just looked at my phone and it's just like, I'm just crying and crying. And it's just like, guys, this world doesn't have to be so difficult. If something isn't working out for you, it's because it's probably not meant to be there, or because it's just not being done in a genuine way. So that's why I don't even trip anymore. Like, even lately I've had to face some difficult things, but the reaction I have is, if this is something that was meant for me and was truly meant to stay in my life, it wouldn't be this hard. So when you realize that, it's just, you could breathe. So if you don't feel like things are coming back in, look at the approach that you're taking, and then also, consider the fact, am I doing this with genuine passion, or am I doing this because I feel it needs to be done? It's an obligation. All right? Find work and find pleasure in things where you don't feel an obligation. Okay, there's certain things in life we're going to be obligated to do. We have to feed our kids, we have to shower, we have to do laundry. Okay, so that's that. But when there's certain things where you have a choice, you can choose to do this or not. Okay, make sure it's being done right, or make sure that it's going to bring good energies around. So I really, really like this reading, guys. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy your December. I'm going to be back with December love readings next. And again, guys, if you need absolutely anything from me, check the description below, read through it. Anything that you need is there. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I did put up an Amazon wish list just to kind of get some equipment for my office. So for those who have been donating, thank you so much. If you guys do choose to do that, just send me an email after, and I'm going to send you guys a free reading. So yeah. I love y'all. Take care, Capricorn.